Trevor Lawrence. I know this is kind of like, how could you possibly be feeling something like this? But I'm feeling it. Like, my man's running for 10 yards. He's going to have to take off and run. Brian Thomas Jr. is going to be covered. The Chiefs third in pressure rate over expectation. Tough matchup on the outside. They're stingy. He's going to be looking outside. He's not going to see much, and he's going to take off and run. KC, obviously, they're probably going to win the game, playing from behind. I like it. He's only averaging 8 rushing yards per game through the first 4 weeks. Just as we discussed in the last segment, we're taking advantage of that, because why isn't he not running? Well, one reason is clearly that they're protecting well, but I don't think they will protect well, and I do think it's a difficult coverage. So, he doesn't know what he's looking at, and the pass rush is coming. Take off and run, baby. Watch him run for like 30 in this game, but all I care about is get to 10. It's been bet up a little bit more. I'm okay since I submitted it like an hour and a half ago, so I'm probably on the right track with that one. But yeah, I'd probably okay like 10, over 10 and a half, 11 and a half. I'm okay with that one. I don't like it as much as this. I was in on it Friday at 8.5, which that one I really love. But next up, I'm going to go with Brenton Strange. No one remembered his name this summer, but Brenton Strange is a thing for Trevor Lawrence. I like to use the analogy of it's like throwing to a couch. He's a big body guy. He's all about run after the catch. Now, it's not the greatest schematic matchup. They do run the 2 high safeties. He's pretty good again. I mean, decent, 1.40 yards per route run. I've absolutely seen worse. They do give up the 6th fewest receptions per game and the 6th fewest yards. But again, we're only 4 games in the books here. It's a little bit of a small sample size that those numbers can be skewed by a potential good or bad game for a tight end. But generally speaking, they are an underneath funnel. That's what they were last year. So, anybody who plays fantasy knows that you like to start tight ends against KC, and we're going to do it with 35.5. I mean, the guy is leading them in receiving, 3 of the 4 games thus far? So not a bad one here at 33.5. Here is the most fascinating one on the board for yours truly. It is Travis Hunter, 29.5 receiving yards. Adam Schefter and I, on this very show, we were sharing a brain on Hunter. I asked him about Travis Hunter about 2 days before the opener, and he's with me. Now, maybe we're a bunch of old heads, couple of old heads, but no, we're not, because we're with the times, and we're just not necessarily seeing it with Hunter, and it hasn't gone well. But if you notice, he has made a 20-yard catch in each of the last 2 games. So maybe we can get this on 2 grabs, quite frankly. KC uses the second highest rate of 2 high safeties. He's doing pretty well with that. Underneath stuff at 1.74 yards per route run. They also allow a ton of receptions to the slot, 27 already. So I think we might be busy tonight with Travis Hunter. He will also, when he's inside, often see Shamari Connor. That's the weakest link. Shamari Connor, you are the weakest link of the Chiefs secondary. And he has given up the second most fantasy points per route run on the board this week at 0.37. So, I mean, come on, dude. Travis Hunter, can we get to 30 yards? Oh, and by the way, as I was discussing with Michael Cohen, sometimes I use non-football things to get things right. I'll use anything if it works. And one little cheat code has always been Monday Night Football, bright lights, primetime players, big name players, big star players. Who did he play for in college? What was that guy's nickname? Prime Time. So I think Travis Hunter is highly motivated to bring it. It's in Jacksonville. They're going to want to show off their shiny little toy. And it hasn't gone well, by the way. And one way to change that narrative is to get him the ball tonight and have him make an impact. And all of a sudden, maybe the pendulum swings the other way, that people start thinking Travis Hunter's good at receiver. So, yeah, 29.5. Let's do it. Now, again, I'm looking to see what I can do to get a win. And I really wanted to get in on something under on Brian Thomas Jr. You know, the number is like 55. I mean, he could easily make a big play. He made one big play this year. He's made one big play with Trevor Lawrence, like I think it was week 3, maybe it was week 2. It was a good play, but you're not doing that against KC. They are allowing -9 scheduled adjusted fantasy points to perimeter receivers, as I've been saying. They're an inside funnel. They're very difficult to throw on the outside. A lot of that is Watson, but mostly Trent McDuffie. They don't travel the corners, but Watson and McDuffie are erasing dudes on the outside, like Zay Flowers, and he did get 74 yards, but Malik Neighbors got 2 grabs for 13 in this matchup, and A.J. Brown only got 5 for 27. So I'm not going to do the under, but I like the longest reception to be under 22.5 yards. Very, very tricky for yours truly, because I have this weird karma when I take unders. Dudes make big plays typically, as Emeka Ibuka did. So watch him make finally a big play. But no, I'm going to go with it here. Again, this is lower on the list. This would be only my 4th favorite one. So if you want to play around with the only 3 or 2, go up the list there. But yeah, BTJ under 22.5 for his longest reception. And this was a last-minute decision. Maybe I'll regret it, but once I was really diving into the know, I was actually doing show prep, and I was like, oh, that's right. Tyson Campbell has not been good. He's been getting beat up, and only Kyer Elam has allowed more fantasy receiving yards than Campbell, 279. He has also given up 3 receiving touchdowns. So I am going to go over 55.5 receiving yards for Xavier Worthy. The Jaguars allow the 5th most receiving yards per game and the 15th most yards per target to outside receivers. He ran 69% of the routes from the perimeter last week. So I like that as well. Let's move him around, yes, but let's get him on the outside where the Jacksonville Jaguars are very, very vulnerable. So there you go. Props 1 through 5 arranged in order of priority and appeal. Last thing we have on the docket tonight is a Monday night special. I'm also going to throw up a Travis Hunter anytime touchdown for a play. I'm not hitting on the tutties this year, but I liked the plus 295 nature of it. And as down as I was on Hunter, I did write in the VSiN betting guide that I actually did take an over on the tutties. And so far we're not doing well, but all we need is 5 to hit that. So I'll take a shot here. High risk play at plus 295. Final selection here is your Monday night special. Just recap all the Travis Hunter analysis. His mentor's name is Prime Time. Okay, the game's in prime time. The reigning Heisman Trophy winner. Let's go 60 yards or more at plus 437 with that great matchup inside.
Thanks for watching, but don't let the betting insights end here. If you want an extra edge this football season, you can get a month of VSiN Pro right now absolutely free. That means access to our betting insights, analysis, and tools like our betting splits at 0 cost to you. Click the link in the description to sign up.